the last one. Next one after this one, we'll talk about the console wars, and the other one, once we talk about the sport wars, obviously what's going on in sports right now. Then the next three videos after I make those three sport war videos and these three, console war videos, talk about the console wars, why it's succeeding, why is it succeeded, why is it failed. But let's get to the clip. Anyways, the best generation was the PS4 generation. It's not just my opinion, it's just facts. Because they had most of the PlayStation hits and games of the year and the games of the decade there too as well. The PS3 did get off to a rough start. It did. I had PS3 in 2012, but was able to succeed in retribute myself and redeem myself pretty much. The Xbox One generation was the most important era. Despite a lot of people saying it failed because of TV and media. That's why. But a lot of people talking smack when it comes to Microsoft not having no games, pretty much, until Sony was able to buy more studios, pretty much. Anyways, now that Sony got most of the studios, not Sony, Microsoft got most of the Sony, my mistake, sorry about that, guys. Microsoft got most of the studios, pretty much. Sony has studios. I said that too as well in this clip, obviously, but they barely have any studios they can buy pretty much because they don't have the money because Sony is broke. I know Demon is going to say Sony's not broke. They have money to buy these studios. I know they don't. Because if they did, they would never let ABK go to Microsoft, instead counting Prototype 1, 2, and Part 3 and 4 as well, go to Microsoft as well. And Jim Ryan would not have been lying, and his people that he was with Jim Ryan, people that were working with Jim Ryan would not have been lying either. He was forced to sign the ABK deal to keep it on Sony temporarily, but after the contract for the ABK expires, I think later on, either this year or next year, I think. It's this year or next year, I think. As far as them having their next year Call of Duty, pretty much, because Black Ops 6 comes out October 25th. Same time USung and Shadow Generation, both games come out on the same day, October 25th, Scorpio season. But anyways, that's the last Call of Duty you're going to see on Sony pretty much, because the current ABK deal for Sony expires soon. They only got a year off as far as games being made for Sony, and then the contract expires pretty much. So I'll be going to the bin store on August 3rd to see what they got. As far as electronics, pretty much, see what they got. As far as me playing on multiple things, pretty much. The bin store that I'm going to, obviously, is located here in South Carolina. 21929 something area. I gotta look up the address again, but be going there August 3rd. But anyways, get back to the topic at hand. I know a lot of people say the Xbox Series S is holding back the generation. I know Demon will agree with this. I know this Xbox Series S generation is holding back. I said no, it's not. The thing about the Series S Ultra that's coming out in November, and there's a Series X 2 terabyte that's coming out in November, and the Series S 1 terabyte that's also coming out in November. It's going to be all digital. It won't be physical no more. The only other physical content they're going to have is the Series X 2 terabyte. They discontinued the 1 terabyte Series X, and they're still selling that GameStop currently, but they discontinued that one because the ones that are coming out in November, Series S all digital 1 terabyte, doubled up, so go with the 1 terabyte, and then the other all digital 1 terabyte, and then the 2 terabyte with the retro design, one that costs $600, same price as PS5. But anyways, like I said, Sony's in trouble. Whether people like that or not. And they got no first parties. They're porting their games to PC, but you know why they're doing that too. as well. Well, the Monday turn, that's not true. So yeah, that's the only way they're gonna be able to succeed. Because they don't have the money to make, and they make and their games they're spending on. They're spending over $300 million on every game. Couldn't when they had their first part, they were spending over $300+ million, and that's not good. That's ridiculous as far as the money is concerned. $300 million, like come on, man. They shouldn't be breaking even when it comes to making these games, man. Like it's sad, it's sad. That's how much they spend. I did the math in my head. That's how much I did the math on Google at the Google and the history of us when they said they spent over $300 million just to make these games, and they said the next the games I told you about in the previous stream, pretty much they're gonna probably break about that much or more because of the studios itself. Anyways, so like I said, Sony is dry, guys. They got nothing coming this year other than the games I told you in the previous stream, pretty much. And yeah, Sony's going to Gamescom this year. They changed their mind, obviously, but we'll see what they show. Because if they don't show nothing, Sony's in more trouble. They're already in deep doo-doo. Now they're going to be in more doo-doo than you think. So like I said, Sony is dry, y'all. But by the time Nintendo Switch 2 comes out, and other portable console comes out, a lot of people are going to get that. I'm probably going to get the Switch from the bin store. If they got it, obviously, and that's the only thing I think they do. The bin store does have it. That's the name of the store, the Columbia bin store. Make sure I grab the PC as well. If they got that too as well. What else I'm going to grab from there on August 3rd. Like I said, Sony's in trouble. They can't catch a break right now. They don't got no first parties coming this year or next year or probably the year after that. If they got anything coming, it's going to be second parties and third parties. Well, Demon said that's not true. I said, yeah, it is. Because if they didn't lie about the ABK deal, they didn't lie in the case per se from last year, they would have Sony still would have had Call of Duty still, but they don't. So like I said, Sony's in trouble, guys. They're in deep doo-doo. Hayden Hurst is facing some serious pressure, and the agency he's working with is facing some serious pressure right now. It's not looking good right now for Sony. Like I said, Sony don't got no first parties, and they can't make a PS6 without no first parties. If they make a PS6, which is going to be very unlikely. PS5 Pro probably their last console when it comes out in November. And I mean that. The PS5 Pro, yeah, they're going to have games for it, but it's all going to be second parties and third parties. It won't be in retro games, but they won't have first parties because it's already taken over by Microsoft now. And there's nothing that Sony can do about it. You know, a lot of so it was the console sale. The console said, look at the sale, they're selling. They said you could get the errors that started that. It's the reason why they're selling very good. And I told my cousin this too as well. It's the reason why they're selling good because of the errors. You don't overlook the errors. It's the reason why they sold PS1 error, PS2 error, PS3 error, PS4 error, and the PSP error. And let's not forget that error, especially the PSP error. I know I had that console once before. It was took by a certain person. I was like, that's another story for another time. Anyways, they had every console but the current new next gen, but I'll be able to play on Microsoft Fire TV stick. And also be able to play on both consoles. I was playing Microsoft Fire TV stick and playing on Nintendo Switch potentially if the Columbia bin store has. I'll definitely grab that. Like I said, Sony's in a world of trouble. But the amount of keeps overlooking this or not. And I told the amount of houses they got nothing coming, man. All the guys coming is RPGs. I know you play a lot of RPGs, obviously. And yeah, I already know about Dragon Ball Sparkling Zero that comes out later on this year. I think the middle of October, I think. Quote me on that, Diamante, as well. I don't know if it's the middle of October. Excuse me. I think that game comes out in the middle of October, I think. But Sparkling Zero, they said that game is going to be fantastic. As far as the gameplay itself, Sony is dry, guys. Like I said, they got nothing coming. Their first parties are dry this year. All they got is second parties and third parties and retro games and platformers. As far as getting the platinums, pretty much. If you want Microsoft, getting all the game score, pretty much. Microsoft has with 10,000 free-to-play games. Then the games you got to buy too as well to get 100% pretty much. But like I said, Sony is a disaster right now. They can't catch a break right now. Their first parties are not what it used to be now. Now it's Sony doesn't have one. Microsoft has it now. You know what that means. Microsoft is killing it right now. While Sony is struggling right now. AI about to come into existence. A lot of people from Sony and Microsoft might lose more jobs, possibly, which I'm not wishing on anybody. But they're trying to find new people pretty much, or AI trying to take over it pretty much. And like I said, Microsoft and Nintendo has won the console war because they haven't had issues with their units as far as consoles being sold. That ain't the issue though, the hardware. It's just their games have been selling more on those two particular ones compared to Sony. Sony's been only making second party and third party since the year started. Tekken 8 was the second part, but that game was going to be one of the games of the year, which I already knew that was game of the year because the movie that's coming out for it soon. Tekken 8, the movie, I'm definitely watching that. Per se, because I watched all the Tekken movies pretty much. So I had to watch Tekken 8 the movie, Tekken 9 the movie. I saw all the Tekken movies. I also saw most of the Bruce Willis movies. I just had to see the Death of the Dragon one, but that'll be later, obviously. Like I said, Sony is dry, guys. They got nothing coming this year. I know a lot of people want to talk about the first parties. I'm one of the first parties. I said, I told you, nobody's listening to me. Nobody listens to me. They got nothing coming. They got nothing coming this year. But in the games I told you in the previous stream, pretty much, that I just made several minutes ago, they got nothing coming this year. They got nothing coming. Also, Microsoft won the console, and also Nintendo, because now you can play Microsoft on Fire TV stick now. But you gotta have a Fire TV stick 4K Max, which is $60, or the 4K standard Fire TV stick, which is $50, obviously. And once you get that, all you gotta do is put the Microsoft app on there, put an avatar tab, and then you start buying your games pretty much. So like I said, no do monitor the timeline, and all too much, so what is it? I guess saying that. So, the answer is, well, like I said, they got nothing coming. Yeah, I already knew they were making the Yu-Gi-Oh! Remake games as well. I meant to mention that in my previous stream, but it's okay. Mentioning in this stream now, currently. They already knew they were making the Yu-Gi-Oh! Remakes. They're probably gonna make all of those, which I already knew they was gonna do anyway. I said the console war's over. I don't do all that. No. I said, yeah, that's despite being the worst generation because Sony don't have no first parties. But Microsoft has every studio. I didn't always gonna say, well, Microsoft got all the studios, but they're still third party. I said they've been third party since 2014. I'm trying to tell you that, but the Xbox One era is the reason why I couldn't say it's succeeded. It's so succeeded, but it failed because of media. That's why, and that's the real reason. This is true statement, not false reality. This is true statement. Media is what caused the Xbox One generation to fail, pretty much. But then now, 10 years later, now they was able to buy all other studios, pretty much. Sony's in trouble, like I said. Sony won't be able to recover. They got nothing coming. Literally nothing. And again, I told you in the previous stream pretty much a few minutes ago, they got nothing coming this year. And again, I know they're coming out. Some of the games I know they're coming out this year during the fall, and then Thanksgiving and Christmas. But like I said, Sony's in the world of trouble right now. They can't catch a break right now. The console is probably the worst generation. As far as both consoles, probably the worst generation we've had so far. Despite what Microsoft has gotten it done when it comes to the studio, while Sony is struggling to even try to make games right now, because they're porting most of the games to PC. And you know why they're doing that too. They can't afford to make certain games no more now. They're barely breaking even. They spend over $300 million on games. What? What? It's crazy. That's crazy. When I Googled it, it said $300 million to make all these games. I said, that's counting the Sony games. I said, man, that's crazy. It is spending over $300 million on games. Making these games. Pretty much. That is insane. Because it was one of the cuts that I saw on Point for Gamers said the head of one of the heads of Sony on Point for Gamers said one of the head, I think it was she was mentioning Hayden Hurst on Point for Gamers. Doodle was mentioned for On Point for Gamers. That's the channel On Point for Gamers. One of my sources, obviously. Doodle said in that one, it was a 1 hour stream. I didn't see it, but in the 1 hour stream, obviously, she said Hayden Hurst and the agency said, "See, it's got to live with not having no first parties," which is true because, like I said, Microsoft owns them now, and Doodle was right. Shout out to Doodle from On Point for Gamers and C Money from On Point for Gamers. But anyways, shout out to them too as well. That's one of my sources of all false accounts is concerned. That, and I also shout out to King David on Xbox Frontline as well, and also shout out to Dirk Gregory, also Xbox influencer just like me, and gamer just like me as well. Shout out to Dirk Gregory, C Doodle, me on Doodle, C Money, and Dirk Gregory, Mr. Boomstick XL. Shout out to Dirk Gregory, King David from Xbox Frontline Gaming Addict for his Wars podcast. Shout out to all the podcasts I follow that talk about the past sports business. Shout out to those sports I just mentioned, C Money, Doodle, Dirk Gregory, King David, Gaming Addict, and one of my other gaming sources. Shout out to those main games I watch the most. They would tell you in their longest stream, including yesterday when they made that 5 hour, the 4-minute stream pretty much, they said Sony got nothing. And Doodle was right, and C Money is right. Also, King David is right. Also, always 100% right, 100+% right, just like me, obviously. Also, like I said, shout out to those sources that I follow the most. But like I said, yeah, PlayStation, man, I tell you, they can't catch a break right now. Sony's in a world of trouble right now. They can't recover from this. So like I said, the console wars are over pretty much. They're going to be over soon, they think, because once Microsoft shows what they got at the Gamescom, and Sony tries to show, and then if they do, they're only going to show Concord and Astro's Playroom. That's it. And those games Concord are going to flop. Those games Concord are going to flop. Concord and Astro's Playroom is going to flop. Like I said, they got nothing coming this year. Sony is dry for the rest of the year going forward, other than Call of Duty Black Ops 6. And again, I just mentioned in my previous stream pretty much. So like I said, Sony's in trouble. They can't catch a break right now. It's not a fair fight. Like I said, Sony's not going to be able to recover anytime soon. They want to keep pointing the game to PC pretty much. So I told him on this, I know they was going to say the console saying, why you don't got PS5, girl? It'd be nice for you to. It's not the console is nice. It's not the issue. It's just that they got nothing coming. All they got is second parties and third parties and retro games. And I got most of the retro games, but I'm still playing cross cross-gen with them all as well on Microsoft or on Fire TV Stick. And Nintendo as well. Anytime, you play me anytime you go as well. So I had a membership for both multi-platforms. But anyways, so I'll be going to the Columbia Bin store to see what they got for us electronics. And other things, see if I can buy anything else from it. I got a tablet. I already got a tablet. Next month marks my one anniversary when I got my tablet, pretty much. So like I said, Sony has failed. Sony can't catch a break right now. But okay there, guys. Like I said, Sony has failed. Not saying Microsoft's failed. They failed to some extent, but not as much as you think. Sony's failed more than they have because they don't got no first parties coming. They're dry as hell this year. They got second parties and third parties, but they're breaking even. They're breaking even for us making these games, spending over $300 million on games for every studio, and that's not good. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. It's too much for a game for them to spend to make the game, pretty much. They barely broke even for Marvel Spider-Man 2, which cost over $300 million to make. Yes, even when they make Marvel Spider-Man 3 Into the Spider-Verse, that's going to cost almost $400 million, and that Sony's not going to be able to afford that. There's even them having a DLC in that game as well. It's going to be a sad day for Sony. Because Sony can't catch a break right now. Sony's absolute dumpster fire. Sony can't catch a break because they're putting most of the games to PC. It's not looking good for Sony right now. It's just that, a lot of people don't want to, my cousin don't want to talk about it, but we're going to have to talk about it, whether you like it or not, because that's in this house. We'll have to talk about it before you leave anyway, but I know about what's going on in the console industry. I know what's going on in the console industry. I already know what's going on. It's changing now. Microsoft has every studio known to man. So like I said, this is the end of the console wars pretty much. I saw that showcase last month. Like I said, Sony's a dumpster fire right now. They can't catch a break right now. The next video my next video will talk about the console wars. Why is it succeeded? Why has it failed? Because of the previous generation and the current generations. Currently, that'll be the next one. But that get in the shower, honestly. But yeah, guys, I'm in the stream right there. Let's see, the console war's over. Somebody wants to talk about that. I know Diamante wants to talk about this really bad right now, and I stand there. Like I said, I stopped the clip at 25 minutes, 26. But yeah, I'll be going to my appointment on the 19th. With my nurse, pretty much, so I can refill my meds, pretty much. Also, talk to my nurse, my therapist on the 18th. That's not until the week after next. And then I had to call Dart August 29th. No, not August 29th, August 3rd. On July 20th, I had to call Dart twice this month. Yeah, I'll be going to the Columbia Bin store to see what electronics got, so see if I can collect them and play on them pretty much. See if they got Nintendo Switch there and any other multi-platform there. So yeah, console wars are over. But my cousin likes that a lot. We're going to talk about it. And why the gaming industry is changing and evolving. They are about to come into existence. A lot of people are going to lose their jobs. I'm not wishing this on anybody. I lost my job once. But over some dumb reasons. Some dumb But anyways. Like I said, it's been a journey, obviously, as far as the gaming industry, Gaming industry is changing. It's evolving. Console wars could be over. Sony could be out of the industry. Microsoft might stay in the industry. Because once they make their last console, that's gonna be their last ones. Last Microsoft console. While Sony PS5 Pro is gonna be their last console, pretty much. Um, Looking good for Sony right now, guys. Seriously, Sony's an absolute disaster. They can't catch a break right now. They're porting the games to PC, spending over $300 million on games, as far as making the games, and making an actual free to play. They was supposed to make a free to play for the people a $70 game when it was supposed to be free to play. That's not fair, man. That's not fair. We need to talk to Cousin Ken about these console wars, whether he likes it or not. I know you don't like me to say, well, we're going to have to talk about it because it's evolving now. I know what's going on in the gaming industry now. It's not fair what Sony is doing. Sony needs to do better. Sony can't catch a break. Like I said, still know the console wars pretty much. I ended when I saw the showcase. I had to see all the 3+ games they're going to have in the 37+ studios they're going to have games coming out this year. Microsoft has a lot of games coming out this year, guys. More than Sony. Sony only has 8. Kind of one I just mentioned in my previous stream pretty much has more games coming out as well. But Sony only has 8 or 10 games, 8 to 10 or less games coming out this year. Including the one I just told you that's coming out later on this year and next year as well. In my previous stream pretty much. Okay, guys, I'll end the stream right there. Gotta get in the shower. I'll make my next stream after I got the shower. This is the end of the console wars. Red Deal Monty Lifestyle, not either. I'm gonna be on to say Sony's one. I said no, Microsoft's one. Because look what they did last year for us, ABK they were doing on there as well. It wasn't always they about to hit other studios last year prior to them before they acquired ABK. Pretty much. And all the guys say, well, you don't still get fair as well, because for one, it's $600, and two, nobody can afford that if their credit is bad. That's for anybody that's credit is bad. Mine's in between. My credit's in between. I can afford that. Mom got it for me, but she wasn't gonna get it for me anyway. She wasn't gonna pay no $600 for no console. No sir, no sir. Even if she had the money to get it or not. But like I said, it's the end of the console wars pretty much. Hayden Hurst taking some serious heat right now. The agency he's working with currently, that Hiroki Tanaki was hired, is taking some serious heat right now. They can't catch a break right now. They're putting the game to PC. I know NBG is saying, well, Sony's making up for this. That's the dude that's a Sony fanboy on NBG. Then you watch his streams, but you can use that content too as well. So NBG is an idiot. Also, was another dude I saw too, as well, Xbox game. I had him followed on YouTube. Then I unfollowed because he was criticizing Microsoft and Nintendo. And I said Xbox, NBG, and Xbox Gaming are idiots. Don't follow those fanboys because they're going, I was say Sony is better. They're gonna change. I said, well, Sony hasn't changed NBG. Sony hasn't changed Xbox Gaming. That's the name of his YouTube channel. Don't follow their YouTube channel because they're idiots. NBG is an idiot. And I told Jimmy Champagne as well on PS Ready as well. I comment on some of his clips out sometimes. They're going all digital. They're pirating their games pretty much. That's what they're doing. I told Jimmy Champagne he was heated about this too, because he made a couple streams talking about this. It's still physical media, it's going to stay alive. It's only going to stay alive because you only be able to get physical media, Jimmy Champagne, on PS Ready is through eBay, Amazon, and then get GameStop. You can go to the store physical, or you get it through the digital store price. Only it's going to physical media stay alive. Otherwise, physical media is gone as of July 30th, which is that final Tuesday of July. But anyways, don't follow NBG, don't follow Xbox because they're idiots. I did have IG and follow, but they're simpletons too because they criticize Microsoft too. And now they're saying Microsoft got all the games now. IG is salty right now, and also NBG and Xbox games. Those are two. And there's a lot of fanboys. Those are the main two I know about. They're idiots. They said Sony will do. NBG said Sony will do better. Sony will do better. And Xbox said Sony will do better. Sony will say if that was the case, where's the first parties at? I said that NBG and I said on Xbox and on my old channel. So where's the first parties at? Where's the first parties at? Nowhere to be found, nowhere to be found. But you already know what the first parties are. They're on Microsoft. Oh, the first parties, second parties, and third parties. Like I said. Nobody listens to me. Nobody listens to me. But like I said, guys, I end the stream. Again, I'll make my next stream. I get out the shower. Um, Follow me everywhere on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. And we on PSN Expert Glory 2, Furry Kingdom, Trinity UC, Muscle Guy UC4, Super Nintendo 64. Those are all my PSN accounts. And we on Hutch on Xbox, Rockaway 66, Ellen Hut 4859. Also, follow me on Facebook. My Facebook, Instagram account is Kyle Hutch on that one. WB Legend 2, that's my other Instagram account. Chumley One Hutch Konami, and Mother, Instagram, Chumley One WB Legend 2, Hutch Konami, Kyle Hutch, and that's my Facebook and Instagram one. But Facebook one, make sure you add me on that as well. Follow me on TikTok, so I can get more followers as well. Add me on YouTube. Subscribe to me on YouTube. Cyber Lin, nickname partner, domain under Egyptian Queen 2, Lux Queen 3, nickname under on this video. Obviously, just my nickname under you'll see Lux Queen 3, Egyptian Queen 2, and Sony Xbox 44, and Sony Xbox 7. But y'all follow me everywhere, guys. I did my Twitch names up: Leon Hunt, Furry Kingdom, Regular Kel Roth, Xbox Sony 1, Yugi Hutch, and Retro Hutch. So make sure you follow me on all 5 of my Twitch accounts as well, because I'm already Twitch affiliate on 3 of those 5 Twitch accounts. I'm trying to become a Twitch affiliate on 5 on Twitter, so that way I can give you the content left and right as well. And then on Facebook, it's my whole main name spelled backwards. I had to spell it backwards to keep it from me, because I know spelling force, it would have got compromised. But anyways, okay guys, I'll start the stream right there. If you want to hear more console war and sport war, come to me on this as well. Follow me on 3 of my YouTube accounts: Solomon Barrett, domain nickname under it, Egyptian Queen 2, Lux Queen 3, nickname under it, and Sony Xbox 44. And so make sure you watch all my shorts on my new main account and Sony Xbox 44, Sony Xbox 7, nickname under it. Make sure you watch all my videos on Egyptian Queen 2, because my videos are starting to go up tenfold. But in the stream right there, guys, I'll make my next stream. I have to get the shower. Yeah.